So it is make or break time for Chris Hipkins and the New Zealand Labour Party. Do they side with Luxon and his disaster of a free trade agreement with India, or do they do the right thing and join Winston Peters and reject this embarrassing capitulation? Now, just to be clear about what a bad deal this is for New Zealand, Luxon, who has obviously rushed this through, has agreed for India to have 100% free trade with New Zealand and New Zealand to have some free trade with India. Now, they're trying to make out that it is 95% free trade for New Zealand, but how can it be when New Zealand's main powerhouse export is core dairy products like butter and cheese, and India won't add these to the free trade list? On top of this, Luxon is going to remove numerical caps on Indian student numbers, which means that an unlimited number can come to New Zealand. And don't forget, India has a population of 1.4 billion people. Just imagine what effect this is going to have on young local Kiwis. Many of them will no longer be able to get a placement and will be pushed out. And on top of this, for this trade deal, Luxon has agreed to let Indian students work up to 20 hours per week, legally. Now notice the emphasis on legally, because who is going to control the numbers who work more hours illegally? And we all know that this goes on all the time, don't we? So this means young Kiwis can kiss goodbye to getting summer jobs, or in fact any job, because they're all going to be taken. Now Luxon has also capitulated on a working holiday visa framework, which allows 1,000 Indian people aged 18 to 30 each year to travel and work in New Zealand for up to 12 months with multiple entries. Now Luxon is trying to pretend that this is no different to what Australia gave away with their trade agreement. But it is very different because the New Zealand population is 5 times smaller than Australia's, so proportionally Luxon should have only capitulated on 200 positions. So this will be more seasonal work gone for Kiwis and our Pacific Island friends, who have been essential in helping harvest fruit in New Zealand for decades now. Now it's sad because the money that these Pacific Islanders send home is essential for their families on the islands, and now all of this is in jeopardy because Luxon needs a quick deal. And Luxon has also capitulated on a new temporary employment entry visa pathway, which is being created under the agreement allowing up to 5,000 Indian professionals at any time to live and work in New Zealand for up to 3 years. Now obviously, this will not just be 5,000 because families will be allowed into New Zealand also. So this number will probably end up between 20 to 30,000 in reality. Now Luxon tries to say that they will only allow in people on the green skills list. Now I've just looked through the green skills list and I've attached a link to it in the description of this video for anyone who wants to look at it themselves. There are some absolutely essential medical jobs on the list, but these jobs are also on this fabled green list. Dairy cattle farmer, drain layer, earth moving plant operator general, electrician general, family and marriage counsellor, fitter general, fitter and turner, fitter welder, gas fitter, grader operator, halal slaughterer, loader operator, metal fabricator, motor mechanic general, motorcycle mechanic, panel beater, plumber general, site foreman, social worker, vehicle painter and welder. Now don't get me wrong, these are very important jobs, well, most of them. But they are not the neurosurgeon level that Luxon is trying to imply he is going to be letting in. So at a time when New Zealand unemployment is growing, and there are electricians and plumbers who can't find work right now, Luxon is going to be letting in a load more electricians and plumbers, just to please Mr. Modi, otherwise known as his boss it seems. And we all know what this is going to do to wages, don't we? But I suppose, on the other hand, landlords are going to be happy, because there will be an almost infinite number of young students who they can cram into their dog boxes. This will inevitably put more pressure on house prices and keep the Ponzi at these artificially high levels for a little bit longer, which is exactly what is happening right now in Australia. And businesses will be happy because wages will be kept low, so more profits for them. So I suppose there are at least a few winners from this deal. But seriously, if Labour let this deal pass, they will be throwing every single young Kiwi under the bus. And if they do pass this deal, then it proves what so many have believed for so long, that National and Labour are the same party. A uni party intent on destroying New Zealand. Now this is why it is essential that people make it clear that they will back any party who is sane and who opposes this deal. And right now, New Zealand First is the only party who is actually putting New Zealand first. So Labour, honestly, you have to do the right thing here, or you will lose the next election. And you need to read the room and rip up that deal. So yes guys, thanks for watching. This is probably the most important issue that New Zealand has faced for a long time. And I'm going to be watching it like a hawk. So please like and subscribe. And I will see you all on the next one. Cheers for that.